Imagine this: you are holding in your hands the most precious gift of life, but instead of opening it, you leave it untouched, while your mind keeps wandering into the past or racing toward the future. That gift, my friends, is the present moment. And today, we're going to journey together into a truth that is simple, yet life-changing. The present is a gift. In this fast-paced world we live in, where time seems to slip through our fingers like sand, we often forget the power of now. Our lives are a whirlwind of activity, our minds constantly occupied with thoughts of what was and what could be. But in this rush, we miss the beauty of what is. Think about it. How many times have you caught yourself saying, "I'll be happy when I get that promotion," or "Life will be perfect once I buy that house"? We're always chasing after something, always looking ahead, convinced that happiness lies just around the next corner. But here's the truth: that corner never comes. The moment we reach our goal, we set another, and the cycle continues. The great philosopher Alan Watts once said, "We are living as if the purpose of life were always at the end of the road." But life isn't a destination, it's the journey itself. Every step, every breath, every fleeting moment, that's where the magic happens. That's where life unfolds in all its glory. Let's pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Now exhale slowly. That breath you just took, that's life happening right now. Not in the memories of yesterday or the dreams of tomorrow, but here, in this very instant. Yet, how often do we truly appreciate these simple moments? Our minds are like time machines, constantly shuttling between past and future. We replay old memories like worn-out records, or we project our fears onto the blank canvas of tomorrow. Regret and anxiety become unwelcome companions, robbing us of the only time we truly possess, the present. But what if we could change this? What if we could learn to fully inhabit each moment, to savor the now in all its richness? Imagine the transformation that could occur in our lives if we stopped treating the present as a stepping stone to some imagined future and started seeing it for what it truly is, a gift. When we awaken to the power of the present, something remarkable happens. The ordinary becomes extraordinary. A sip of coffee becomes a symphony of flavors on our tongue. The laughter of a child becomes a melody that touches our soul. The warmth of sunlight on our skin becomes a gentle reminder of the miracle of existence. This awakening doesn't mean we stop planning for the future or learning from the past. It simply means we stop living there. We recognize that the past is a closed book, and the future is an unwritten page. The only page we can truly write on is the one before us right now. Consider this. Have you ever noticed how time seems to slow down when you're fully engaged in something you love? Whether it's painting, playing music, or simply having a heartfelt conversation with a friend. These are the moments when we're most alive. Why? Because we're fully present, our minds and hearts aligned with the now. This state of presence isn't just about personal enjoyment, it's about living with intention and purpose. When we're present, we make better decisions, we listen more deeply, we love more fully, we become more of who we truly are, unburdened by the weight of what was or what might be. But cultivating this presence isn't always easy. Our minds, conditioned by years of restless wandering, resist the stillness of now. That's why it's called a practice. Like any skill, it requires patience and persistence, but the rewards are immeasurable. Start small. Next time you eat a meal, really taste your food. Feel its texture, savor its flavor. When you're in conversation, listen not just with your ears, but with your whole being. When you're out in nature, let yourself be enveloped by the sights, sounds, and smells around you. As you practice this presence, you might notice something surprising. The world becomes richer, more vibrant. Colors seem brighter, sounds clearer. You start to notice the small miracles that surround us every day. The intricate pattern of a leaf, the melody of birdsong, the play of light on water. This heightened awareness isn't just about sensory pleasure. It's about connecting more deeply with life itself. When we're present, we're more attuned to our own inner wisdom. We can hear the whispers of our heart more clearly, guiding us towards what truly matters. Moreover, presence allows us to connect more authentically with others. When we're fully here, we can truly see the person in front of us, not just our projections or assumptions about them. This leads to deeper, more meaningful relationships and a greater sense of empathy and compassion. Remember, the present moment is all we ever have. The past is gone, and the future is not yet here. Our life is happening now, in in this breath, in this heartbeat. By embracing the present, we're not just living life, we're fully alive in it. So I invite you, right now, to open that precious gift of the present. Look around you with fresh eyes. Listen with open ears. Feel the aliveness that courses through your body. This moment, right now, is a miracle. It's the only moment that exists, and it's yours to embrace. As we conclude this journey together, remember, there's nothing ordinary about now. Every moment is unique, never to be repeated. When we truly understand this, we stop waiting for life to begin and realize it's been here all along, waiting for us to notice. The present is indeed a gift, and like any gift, its true value lies not in possessing it, but in unwrapping it, exploring it, and sharing its wonders with others. So go forth, dear friends, and live fully in the now. For in doing so, you'll discover that life isn't something that happens to you. It is something that happens through you, moment by precious moment. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Now, imagine your mind as a vast, intricate tapestry. Every thread represents a memory, a fear, a dream. This tapestry is your story, woven by the relentless storyteller that is your mind. But sometimes, this storyteller becomes too loud, too insistent. We find ourselves trapped in a web of what-ifs and if-and-onlys, missing the beauty of the present moment. Think about the last time you caught yourself lost in thought. Were you replaying an old argument, wishing you had said something different? Or perhaps you were anxiously rehearsing a future conversation, trying to prepare for every possible outcome. We've all been there, caught between the regrets of yesterday and the worries of tomorrow. Regret has a way of wrapping itself around our hearts like a vine, doesn't it? It whispers in our ears, if only you had taken that job, or if only you had told them how you felt. We replay these moments over and over, as if by sheer force of will, we could change the past. But here's the truth, my friends. The past is a book already written. No matter how many times we flip through its pages, the ending remains the same. And then there's the future, that great unknown that looms before us like a misty horizon. We strain our eyes, trying to make out what lies ahead. Will we find success? Will we find love? Will we find happiness? In our eagerness to prepare for what might come, we often miss the beauty of what already is. But here is the paradox. While we re-lost in the shadows of yesterday and the fog of tomorrow, we're missing the only moment we truly have. Right now, this very second, this breath, wherever you are right now. Maybe you're sitting in your living room, or perhaps you're out for a walk. Take a moment to breathe deeply. Feel the air fill your lungs. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. This simple act of breathing is proof that you are alive, right here, right now. Not in your memories, not in your fears, but in this precious present moment. We often treat happiness like a faraway destination. I'll be happy when I get that promotion, we tell ourselves. Or, I'll be content when I finally buy that house. But have you noticed how those goalposts keep moving? There's always another milestone, another achievement just out of reach. We chase happiness as if it's something to be found somewhere out there, forgetting that it's right here, waiting to be noticed in the small, everyday miracles that surround us. It's in the warmth of sunlight on your skin on a crisp autumn morning. It's in the laughter shared with a friend over a cup of coffee. It's in the quiet satisfaction of completing a task, no matter how small. These moments are the true treasures of life, often overlooked as we rush towards some imagined future happiness. And what about the past? Oh, how we cling to it sometimes. We romanticize the good old days, or wear our past hurts like armor. But the truth is, the past is like a dream we've woken from. We can remember it, even learn from it, but we can never live there again. The beauty of life lies in its forward motion, in the constant unfolding of new moments, each one offering us a choice, to carry the weight of yesterday and the fear of tomorrow, or to let them go and fully embrace the now. Imagine holding a glass of water. For a minute, it feels light in your hand. After an hour, your arm starts to ache. Hold it for a day, and your arm becomes numb with exhaustion. The weight of the water hasn't changed, but the longer you hold it, the heavier it becomes. Our regrets and worries are just like that glass of water. The longer we cling to them, the more they weigh us down, draining our energy and stealing our joy. This is why mindfulness is so crucial. It's not about emptying your mind of all thoughts. That's impossible. Instead, it's about noticing when your mind has wandered off into the past or future and gently guiding it back to the present. It's like training a puppy. It runs off, you bring it back, it runs off again. You bring it back. With patience and practice, your mind learns to stay present more often. Picture yourself walking through a beautiful garden. Flowers bloom in vibrant colors on either side of the path. Birds sing sweetly in the trees above. The air is filled with the fragrance of blossoms and earth. But instead of taking in this beauty, you're staring down at your phone, scrolling through old messages, or fretting about tomorrow's to-do list. You've walked through the garden, but you never truly saw it. Life is that garden, my friends, and the present moment is where its beauty unfolds. If we keep our eyes fixed on the rearview mirror of the past, or the distant horizon of the future, we miss the breathtaking scenery right in front of us. I know this isn't easy. Our society values constant productivity, always planning for the next big thing. And yes, preparation is important, but not at the cost of missing life itself. It's like spending so much time packing for a trip that you forget to enjoy the journey. So I ask you, what's weighing you down right now? Is it a regret you can't let go of? A worry about what's to come? Take another deep breath. Imagine setting that weight down, even if just for this moment. Feel the lightness that comes with it. Notice how free you feel when all you have is this breath, this heartbeat, this life happening now. When we learn to release the grip of yesterday and loosen the hold of tomorrow, something magical happens. The present moment unfolds like a flower, revealing its hidden beauty. A simple meal becomes a feast for the senses. A conversation with a loved one becomes a precious gift. A walk in nature becomes an adventure of discovery. This isn't just philosophy, my friends. It's a path to freedom. It's a way to reclaim the life that's always been yours, waiting patiently for you to notice it. Life isn't hiding in your memories. It's not waiting for you in some imagined future. It's right here, knocking on your door. The only question is, will you answer? Close your eyes for a moment and think back to a time when you felt trapped by your past. We've all been there, haven't we? Those memories that cling to us like shadows, refusing to let go. They follow us everywhere, whispering in our ears, coloring our present with shades of what once was. Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, replaying an old conversation or reliving a mistake? It's as if our minds become stuck records, repeating the same track over and over. We let regret, guilt, and sorrow seep into our thoughts, robbing us of the peace we deserve in the here and now. But here's a truth we often forget. The past no longer exists. It's like a drop of water that's fallen into a vast river. Can you point to where that exact drop is now? Of course not. It's merged with the flow, becoming part of something greater. Our past is similar. It's nothing more than a trace in our minds, no longer present in reality. When we cling to what's gone, we build invisible prisons around ourselves. We hand over the keys to our happiness to something that no longer exists. It's as if we're carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks from every painful memory, every regret, every missed opportunity. But friends, we weren't meant to bear this weight forever. So how do we break free? How do we let go of what's holding us back? The first step is acceptance. We must accept that certain things happened and cannot be changed. What's lost won't magically reappear. The people who left may never return. The mistakes we made can't be erased. But here's the beautiful part. We can learn from all of it. Imagine you're on a long journey. You've been carrying that backpack full of rocks for miles, and your shoulders ache. Your steps are slow and painful. To move forward, you must set that burden down. Letting go doesn't mean pretending the past never happened. It means freeing yourself from its weight so you can walk tall again. Let me share a simple practice with you. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and bring to mind a memory that causes you pain. Don't push the sadness away. Feel it fully. Then, gently whisper to yourself, I acknowledge that this happened, but now I choose to let it go. Picture that memory dissolving, like a leaf carried away by a gentle stream. With time and practice, you'll feel the lightness return to your spirit. Remember, letting go of the past doesn't mean erasing it completely. The beautiful memories can stay with you, but they no longer chain you down. Old wounds may still exist, but instead of letting them bleed, you allow them to become scars, testaments to your strength and growth. Some people fear that letting go means losing a part of themselves. But the truth is, letting go doesn't make you lose. It sets you free to become more of who you truly are. There's a saying that goes, if you're holding tightly to the past, your hands won't be free to receive the gift of the present. And that gift, my friends, is life itself, happening right here, right now. Try this. The next time you feel the past pulling you back, return to something simple in the present moment. Take a sip of cool water and really feel it as it flows down your throat. Listen to the birds singing outside your window. These small acts remind you, I am here, I am alive, and I have every right to enjoy this moment. Life is like a flowing river. You can never step into the same water twice. So instead of standing on the shore, mourning the water that's already passed by, step into the flow. Immerse yourself in the stream that's running beneath your feet right now. That is the present, your present. As we learn to let go of what's behind us, we find our hearts opening, becoming lighter. It's only then that we truly begin to live, not just exist in a prison of memories and regrets. We start to see the world with fresh eyes, noticing the beauty that's always been there, waiting for us to pay attention. Letting go is a journey, not a destination. It's something we practice every day, in small ways and big. It's forgiving ourselves for not being perfect. It's choosing to focus on the good in our lives, rather than dwelling on the bad. It's realizing that every moment is a new beginning, a chance to start again. Think about the dreams you've put on hold because you were too busy looking backward. What if today was the day you dusted them off and gave them new life? What if you allowed yourself to hope again, to believe in possibilities? The past has shaped you, yes, but it doesn't have to define you. You are so much more than the sum of your experiences. You are a living, breathing, evolving being with the power to create your own story, starting right now. So take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs, reminding you that you're alive in this moment. Look around you and really see the world as it is now, not as it was then. What beauty can you find? What opportunities are waiting for you to notice them? Remember, every ending is also a beginning. The chapter of your past may be closed, but the book of your life is still being written. You hold the pen, you choose the words, you decide where the story goes from here. As we come to the end of our time together, I want you to know this. You are stronger than you realize. You have the power to let go, to forgive, to move forward. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. So go forth with courage, my friends. Embrace the present. Look to the future with hope. And remember, the best chapters of your life are still waiting to be written. The past may have shaped you, but it's the present that defines you, and it's the future that's calling you forward. Are you ready to answer that call? Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a vast, uncharted ocean. The waves of the future crash against the shore, each one carrying whispers of what might be. How often do we find ourselves lost in the endless thoughts of what might happen? What if I fail? The words echo in your mind, carried by the salty breeze. What if I get sick? Another wave crashes, spraying doubt into the air. What if people abandon me? The tide pulls back, threatening to take your security with it. What if I don't succeed in life? The horizon seems to darken with each passing moment. These what-ifs become storms in our minds, creating anxiety even before anything happens. And here's the irony, my friends. Most of the things we fear never actually occur. Think back to the last time you were truly worried. Perhaps it was an exam that loomed like a mountain before you, or a job interview that felt like stepping onto a tightrope. Maybe it was an important meeting that seemed to hold your entire future in its hands. You spent nights awake, heart pounding, rehearsing every possible outcome. Yet when the day came, things unfolded differently than your fears predicted. Sometimes, they even turned out better than you could have imagined. This is the reality of the future. It has not arrived. It only exists in our imagination. And our imagination, oh, it's a powerful thing. It can either create wings for us to soar, or forge chains that trap us in dread. Why do we fear the future so much? Because we crave control. We want to know what will happen, to be certain of success, safety, and happiness. But life, in all its beautiful complexity, never guarantees certainty. The only certainty is that everything is uncertain. So, how do we free ourselves from the grip of future anxiety? Let me share with you a path to liberation, a way to embrace the unknown with open arms and an open heart. First, we must shift from control to trust. Instead of trying to manipulate every outcome, learn to trust. Trust yourself that you will be able to face challenges when they come. Trust life that even storms eventually pass, and behind the clouds, the sky is always clear. Trust doesn't mean being careless. It means having faith that no matter what the future brings, you will have the strength to endure and grow. Next, come back to the present. The best antidote to fear of the future is returning to the here and now. Whenever you feel anxiety creeping in, pause. Notice your breathing, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Feel the ground beneath your feet, solid and supporting. Look around. Are you safe right now? Is there air for you to breathe? Water for you to drink? In this very moment, you are okay. And this moment, my friends, is all you truly have. Prepare, but don't overplan. It's wise to prepare for the future, saving money, learning new skills, taking care of your health. But preparation should come from a place of peace, not fear. Overplanning and obsessing over every detail is like trying to predict the weather for every single day of the next 10 years. It's impossible and exhausting. Instead, take simple steps today that move you in the right direction, and let tomorrow unfold naturally, like a flower opening to the sun. Redefine success and failure. A major source of future anxiety is the fear of failure. But what if failure is unto the opposite of success? What if it is part of the journey to it? Every failure teaches us something that success cannot. Once you realize this, the fear of what if I fail transforms into curiosity. What will I learn if things don't go as planned? Embrace the lessons hidden within setbacks, and you'll find that failure loses its power to terrify. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude anchors us in the present and weakens the grip of fear. Each day, list 3 things you are grateful for, no matter how small. It could be a meal that nourishes your body, a kind word that warms your heart, or the gentle caress of sunlight on your skin. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack in the future to the abundance you already have in the present. Let me share a short story that illustrates this wisdom. There once was a man who was constantly worried about losing his wealth. Every day he counted his money, checked his locks, and obsessed over thieves. He lived in such fear that he never enjoyed the fortune he had. One day, an elder saw his distress and told him, "You are afraid of being poor tomorrow, but in that fear, you are already poor today. Wealth is not what you own, it's your ability to enjoy what you have now." That, my friends, is the secret. Fear of the future robs us of today. The only way to protect the future is to live fully in the present. Now, let me offer you a practical exercise, the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. When you feel anxiety about the future creeping in, try this. Name 5 things you can see right now. Perhaps the soft glow of a lamp, the texture of your clothing, the colors in a nearby painting. Name 4 things you can feel with your body. The chair supporting you, the air on your skin, the warmth of your hands. Name 3 things you can hear around you. Maybe the hum of a fan, distant traffic, or the sound of your own breath. Name 2 things you can smell. The aroma of coffee, the scent of a nearby flower, or the freshness after rain. Name 1 thing you can taste. The lingering flavor of your last meal, or the freshness in your mouth. This simple practice brings you out of your mind's storm and into the reality of the present, grounding you in the now. Remember, the future is like a blank page. We can either cover it with scribbles of fear or paint it with colors of hope. But the brush, my dear friends, is always held in the present moment. As we come to the end of our journey together, I want you to take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs, nourishing every cell in your body. This breath, right here, right now, is your anchor to the present. It's a reminder that in this moment, you are alive, you are strong, and you have everything you need to face whatever comes. The future may be uncertain, but you are certain. Your resilience, your adaptability, your capacity for growth, these are the constants that will carry you through any storm. Trust in yourself, trust in the journey of life, and know that every step you take, even the ones that feel like missteps, are leading you exactly where you need to go. So go forth with courage, with an open heart, and with the knowledge that the present moment is your greatest ally in conquering the fear of the future. Embrace the unknown, for it is in the uncharted waters that we discover our true strength and the boundless possibilities of our lives. Picture this, a world where every moment is a treasure, every breath a gift. Imagine a life where you're not just existing, but truly living. This isn't a far-off dream, my friends. It's the reality that awaits when we embrace the flow of life in the present moment. We've all felt it. That heavy weight of the past, those nagging worries about the future. But what if I told you there's a way to break free? When we let go of those chains, something magical happens. We step into the river of life as it's flowing right now, and suddenly, everything changes. Life isn't some distant shore we're trying to reach. It's not waiting for us to have more money, more success, or more approval. Life is happening right here, right now, in this very breath, in this very heartbeat. But here's the tragedy. So many of us are missing it. We're too busy rushing, always multitasking, always chasing that elusive next thing. And while we're preparing to live, life itself is slipping through our fingers. To live fully in the present moment is to make a bold declaration. This moment is enough. I am enough. Life is enough. It's a radical act of acceptance and appreciation for what is, rather than what could be. So how do we do it? How do we tap into this wellspring of presence? Let's explore the art of mindfulness. This isn't about forcing your mind into silence. It's about learning to watch your thoughts with gentle curiosity, like clouds passing in a clear sky. Imagine eating your favorite meal, but really eating it. Noticing the explosion of flavors on your tongue, the textures, the aromas. Picture yourself walking, not to get somewhere, but to feel the earth supporting you with every step. When you listen to a loved one, truly listen, not just to their words, but to the emotions behind them, the pauses, the unspoken truths. When we bring this level of awareness to our lives, even the most mundane tasks become sacred. Washing dishes isn't a chore anymore. It's a meditation on the miracle of water and the beauty of cleansing. Sipping a cup of tea becomes an act of peace, a moment of connection with the present. But here's the secret. The present moment often hides in the simplest things. It's in a child's laughter echoing through a park. It's in the pitter-patter of rain on a roof. It's in the warmth of sunlight streaming through a window on a lazy Sunday morning. When was the last time you truly felt the wind caressed your face, or listened to the profound silence of a starry night? Joy isn't found in grand achievements or dramatic experiences. It's found in the ordinary moments, seen through the lens of an extraordinary heart. Their state psychologists call flow. It's when you re-so, immersed in what you redoing that time seems to stand still. Artists feel it when they're lost in their creations. Athletes experience it when they're in perfect sync with their bodies. Writers know it when the words pour out effortlessly. But here's the beautiful truth. Flow isn't reserved for the talented or the famous. You can enter this state of pure presence when you're cooking a meal with love, tending to your garden, or even when you're cleaning your home with full attention. In these moments, past and future dissolve. There's no separation between you and what you're doing. There's only life itself, unfolding naturally. Our modern world worships speed, fast food, fast money, fast results. But the faster we go, the less we truly see. Slowing down isn't laziness, it's wisdom. It allows us to save a life instead of just consuming it. Try this. Walk a little slower today. Eat your next meal with deliberate awareness. Even breathe more slowly, feeling each inhale and exhale. You'll discover that slowing down is wasting time. It's touching eternity in each precious moment. Now, let's talk about presence in relationships. One of the greatest gifts we can offer another person is our undivided attention. Too often, we're physically with people, but mentally absent, scrolling on our phones, thinking about our to-do lists, lost in our own worries. True connection happens when we put everything aside and give someone our full presence. Look into their eyes, listen with your whole being, be with them without judgment. That, my friends, is love in its purest form. Children don't remember the toys we buy them. They remember the quality of our presence. Friends don't need perfect advice. They need a heart that listens without distraction. When we're fully present with others, we create moments of genuine connection that can heal and transform. Nature is the ultimate teacher of presence. Trees don't regret last autumn's fallen leaves. Rivers don't worry about the ocean they'll eventually meet. Flowers don't rush to bloom faster than their season allows. To reconnect with the present, spend time in nature. Watch clouds drift across the sky. Observe how birds live without calendars or clocks. Let the earth remind you of the rhythm you were born to live by, the rhythm of now. Let me share a simple practice to bring you back to the present moment. It only takes a minute, but it can reset your mind and fill you with peace. Here's how it works. Pause, whatever you're doing, close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath, feel your heartbeat. Now, open your eyes and notice one small detail in your surroundings that you hadn't seen before. That's it. Just 1 minute of presence can shift your entire perspective. There's an old story about a monk being chased by a tiger. He runs until he reaches the edge of a cliff. Hanging there, clinging to a vine, he sees another tiger waiting below. Suddenly, he notices a ripe strawberry growing nearby. With one hand still holding the vine, he plucks the strawberry with the other, places it in his mouth, and whispers, "How sweet it tastes." This, my friends, is the essence of presence. Even when life surrounds us with challenges, there is always a strawberry, something to savor, something to remind us that the present moment is still a gift. The present moment isn't just something to pass through on the way to somewhere else. It is life itself. To live in it fully is to live without regret of yesterday and without fear of tomorrow. It's to embrace the flow of life as it unfolds, moment by precious moment. So I invite you, right now, to take a deep breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice the air on your skin. This moment, right here, is your life, and it's beautiful, just as it is. We've journeyed through the depths of presence, exploring its wisdom and quiet beauty. Now, we face the most crucial question. How do we transform this awareness into a way of life? Understanding presence is one thing, but practicing it daily in a world of constant distraction is another challenge entirely. Yet, it's a challenge worth embracing, for in it lies the key to a life fully lived. Let's begin with building habits of presence. Living in the now isn't a one-time decision, it's a practice, a gentle returning to the moment, again and again. Imagine waking up each morning and, before reaching for your phone, taking 3 deep breaths. Feel the air filling your lungs. Notice the softness of your pillow, the warmth of your blanket. This simple act sets the tone for a day lived with intention. Throughout your day, find moments to pause and connect. During meals, put away the screens and savor each bite. Notice the flavors dancing on your tongue, the textures, the aromas. This isn't about adding tasks to your already busy life. It's about infusing presence into what you already do. As the day winds down, take a moment for gratitude. Jot down 3 small things you appreciated today. Maybe it was the way sunlight filtered through leaves, a kind word from a stranger, or the comforting aroma of your morning coffee. This practice shifts our focus from what's lacking to the richness that surrounds us right now. But life isn't always gentle. It will test us with stress, loss, and uncertainty. Yet, it's in these challenging moments that the power of presence truly shines. When fear grips your heart, breathe into it, feel it fully, without running away. When grief washes over you, let it flow through you, one moment at a time. Presence doesn't erase pain, but it transforms our relationship with it. Instead of being crushed by the weight of forever, we learn to carry only the weight of this moment. And this moment, we can endure. In a world that measures success by achievements and possessions, we're invited to redefine what truly matters. What good is wealth if we're never present enough to enjoy it? What's the point of reaching a future if we're never fully alive along the way? True success isn't counted in years lived, but in moments fully experienced. It's in the laughter shared with friends, the quiet wonder of a starry night, the satisfaction of a task well done. These are the riches that fill our lives with meaning, and they're available to us only in the present moment. As we embody presence, we become beacons for others. Our calmness soothes the anxious, our attentiveness heals the neglected, our joy in small things inspires the weary. We don't need to preach presence, we simply need to live it. Parents, imagine being fully present with your children, not distracted by phones or worries about tomorrow. Leaders, consider cultivating presence in your teams not through pressure, but by showing that human connection matters more than deadlines. When we shine in the present, we remind others that they, too, can live here and now. There's a profound spiritual dimension to presence as well. Every wisdom tradition whispers the same truth. The divine, the eternal, the sacred can only be touched in the now. The past is memory, the future is imagination, but only this moment is real. In this now, if we open our hearts, we may sense something greater. Call it peace, call it love, call it God, or simply the miracle of being alive. To live in the present is to awaken to this miracle, to touch the eternal in the midst of the everyday. Consider this story. A seeker once asked a wise teacher, "What is the most important time of life? Who is the most important person? What is the most important action?" The teacher replied, "The most important time is now, for it is the only time we ever have. The most important person is the one before us in this moment, and the most important action is the kindness we choose to offer right now." This is the secret. The present moment is unto just a gifted the only gift that truly exists. Everything else is memory or anticipation, but this, right here, is where life happens. So, as we conclude this journey, remember, don't wait for happiness tomorrow, touch it now. Don't regret yesterday, it has already passed. Don't fear what has not yet arrived, meet it when it comes. Life is calling us to live not someday, not soon, not after everything is perfect. Life is calling us now, in this breath, in this heartbeat. If these words have touched your heart, if you feel inspired to live more fully in the present, I invite you to take the next step with us. Like this video, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and subscribe to our channel. Together, let's build a community of people who choose to live, love, and awaken here now, in the precious gift of the present moment. For in the end, our lives are not measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. And those moments, they're happening right now, if only we have the courage to notice them. So, open your eyes, take a deep breath, feel the miracle of being alive in this moment. This is your life, unfolding right now. Don't miss it.